I fully support LGBTQ and think it's okay to use pronouns like they, them, she, them, and he, them. Schools need to take care of all students, not just the straight cisgender students. I want my family to feel safe, respected, and for all children to feel safe.
No. Hold on.
Is that Christian kindness? Is that
Everybody, calm down. Stop. You're gonna have to please leave.
Responsibly. Please listen and support LGBTQ. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chris. I am the programs manager at San Diego Pride. So much nonsense has been said here tonight. I obviously don't have the time to address it. But I will tell you this, since nobody is speaking from a place of like facts or like rationale. I'm the person that works with LGBTQ youth when all these people reject them. I'm the person that sees your kids after you spewed a bunch of hate toward them. I'm the one that they go to crying. I'm the one that has to talk them off a ledge. I'm the one that has to talk to LGBTQ kids when they come crying into my office after somebody threw a milk carton at them and called them a faggot. Ooh. And so, Mr. Carnival, during your speech on the 23rd, you said that our organizations, these teachers, were predators. And I'm wondering if you would still like to stand by that statement, that these people here tonight are predators. Yeah, no, I know that you don't.
Listen is predatory.
In every one of these board meetings, and I feel that you've misled and manipulated your members because you could have quoted me, and the fact that you didn't says everything in my opinion. Our board meetings are recorded. As I mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, sorry Karin, I don't want to bring you into this topic, but you took excellent notes of the last board meeting. So when I speak about a groomer cartel of nonprofits like Listen.org seeking direct contact relationships with other people's children in school, being explicit that you can leave the parents out, I think the public comment earlier was representative of the sort of relationships they develop with other people's children. That has no place in our district. Outside links posted in the library CajonValley.net, the buck stops with the superintendent. I know this board has been pretty clear in its direction to have those things taken down. As far as the Montgomery Middle School virtual library, it remains up, listen.org. So to put the shoe on the other foot, you have a poster in the library, safe space, foothillschurch.org. maybe everyone in this room could immediately recognize why we have an advertising policy that would prohibit those sort of external links to these groups. Now, when you have a group like Glisten, who asked 7th graders for their home or safe address and their sexual or romantic orientations, and stores that data in some server here in San Diego County, they say that school is a hostile environment. Home is not a safe place, but we have a safe place where we're going to query this information from children, specifically targeting 12-year-olds. So, just to explain the groomer cartel statement, YMCA, San Diego Youth Services, glisten.org, offers 12-year-olds, explicitly 12-year-olds, want to make some money? We'll give you $20 if you go to your doctor and report back to the Trans Youth Project. And we'll use that information to educate doctors in San Diego County. Share your very personal medical experience with us, right? For 20 bucks. That's what I mean when I say groomer cartel. It fits the definition.
Yep.
If you care to go back and read the minutes or watch our board meetings as they are recorded, you will see that I never make any attacks on any staff members in this district. I understand my role here. He's our one employee. Anything that gets posted again on our library or on our website, it's not the responsibility of our staff. I don't think the staff has ill intention when there's such an aggressive group trying to infiltrate and establish direct contact relationships with other people's children in the name of LGBTQ rights. So, Cajon Valley is a place for all students, each and every student and staff member. If anything ever came before me on this board about discrimination on the basis of gender identity or LGBTQ, I would want the maximum amount of discipline for the student or staff member doing that. Okay, so when a lot of conversation tonight was, we love and respect all of our students and staff. I don't want to speak for the rest of the board, but I can pretty much guarantee you we all feel that way. Every staff member, each and every student in this district. So, that being said, I think a lot of people were brought here tonight under false pretenses. Unfortunately, I hope that the leaders of our district will not misrepresent, not emotionally manipulate people into coming here. I know Glisten's go-to tactic when you attack their improper procedures is to say, well, you must hate gay kids. Well, that's using gay children as an ideological human shield to defend their very inappropriate practices in our district. So earlier when the speaker was commenting, do you think these staff members are trying to groom? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Listen, yes, they fit the definition. And I encourage you all to go look at their safe space kit and their safe space training and see for yourself. I went off on a tangent because I didn't get to talk about, I had a chance to visit the World of Work Gold Rush and the 5th grade businesses at Blossom Valley. The teachers and students do a tremendous job each year there. The library, the multi-purpose room, the playground outside were packed with parents. And the students were doing a great job, and the teachers, stay after work. The whole staff was there. You could tell they were run ragged from setting up for the week, but you could also tell that they just love it. So, finally, I'd like to bring some concerns to the public that I've experienced while trying to carry out my duties. I was apt to remain silent on these concerns, chalking them up to mistakes or coincidences as they piled up. But last week they reached a crescendo. I could no longer It can no longer be ignored. So last week when I provided a courtesy notice and then letting the board know this, to 2 principals that I'd be visiting their schools, the superintendent emailed me and those principals instructing them not to respond and that we would forward my request to our district's legal counsel and our board president. I'm elected by people to do my job. That was totally, completely inappropriate and out of line and beyond your authority. I've received from you similar comments to Mark Regal's insinuating hate speech. I've given you the opportunity to explain what you mean. And I think all you could come up with was that I was being mean about Glisten. Yeah, and I'll continue to be. They shouldn't be posting their propaganda in our district anyway. This gets back to the leadership thing. I am sorry. I'm sorry that the leaders of this district misled and manipulated and used hate without any evidence whatsoever. Quote me if you want to. There's hours of me talking on Facebook or me posting. So I view this as a breakdown of leadership. That's my honest opinion. I would find similar treatment of any member of this board by a superintendent to be unacceptable. If you're willing to behave this way with a duly elected member of this board, we call us your bosses. I know you're the secretary of this board. I shudder to think about the potential intimidation and retaliation tactics you may use elsewhere. So, yeah. I could go on. And I will, you know. So, one of my first experiences in closed session under anticipated litigation, and I want to explain to this crowd, that is for this board to meet and receive advice from our attorneys. There was no attorney present. There was no attorney opinion present. It was David, who was not an attorney, giving his own opinion of a matter that directly involves him. That, you know, hasn't happened in a while, and I hope it won't. But that is another issue. So these things built up. I've been silent about them. I've been on this board for 6 months, and you know, no less than 3 times insinuating that I'm committing defamation because I'm asking about a curriculum, or because I'm asking about a public contract that's a public matter, or because I'm saying critical things of Glisten and their policies. So, again, in my view, the buck stops with the superintendent. I understand my role here. I'm an elected fiduciary of the students of this district under the doctrine of in loco parentis, which is a sacred bond, and we all, meaning all staff members and board members and cabinet, have that sacred bond. If you find yourself severing that bond, saying, you know, home may not be a safe place, get in touch with that Southside organization. You're in no man's land. You have no delegated authority at that point. That's how I view it.
You're right.
The parent-to-child relationship is sacred. It should be protected. Thank you. I'm about done, so I had a lot more to say to the students and staff of this district. I love and respect all of you. Contrary to what you've been told, again, I encourage any of you to go see what I've written and what I've said, and not be misled and manipulated. Thank you.